मैं चंद्रकेश चौहान MDY PG कॉलेज द्वारा संचालित कक्षाओं में ऑनलाइन कक्षाओं में आप सबका स्वागत करता हूं। आज जो है हम जूलॉजी पेपर फर्स्ट में जो विशेष एनिमल है जिसे हम लोग प्लांट व एनिमल के बीच कनेक्टिंग लिंक कहते हैं के विषय में पढ़ेंगे। उसके लोकोमोशन जो प्रोसेस होता है किस प्रकार से या कौन से मोड ऑफ लोकोमोटरी मोड्स होते हैं उसके विषय में हम लोग जो है विशेष रूप से स्टडी करेंगे। आइए हम देखते हैं यूग्लिना में लोकोमोशन के क्या मेथड्स होते हैं। यूग्लिना is a connecting link between plant and animal. The animal Euglena exhibit two type of motion. The locomotory process present in the form of the first one is called flagellar movement. The first one is called flagellar movement. Flagellar movement. And the second very important locomotory modes is known as special type of, which is especially present in case of the Euglena, not found in other members, is called euglenoid movement. Thus we see that Euglena exhibit two different locomotory modes. The first one is called flagellar movement and the second one is called euglenoid movement. Locomotion, before we describe the detail of the flagellar movement and the euglenoid movement. First of all, I tell you that what is locomotion. Locomotion may be defined as a important process in which an organism move from one place to another place. The movement of organism, thus we say that the movement of organism from one place to another place is referred as locomotion. In case of locomotion, animal directly involved in this process and the position of animal changes with change to the time. As the time changes, the position of animals also changes. So there are two important locomotory modes that present in Euglena. The first one is called the flagellar movement and the second one is called the euglenoid movement. Now we describe about the flagellar movement. Flagellar, as the name indicates, the movement which is performed by the flagella, is called flagellar movement. We previously described about the flagella of the Euglena. In case of the Euglena, locomotory organelles present in the form of flagella. There are two type of flagella present inside the body of the Euglena. These are located in the reservoir, inside the reservoir. One is very long in size, so called the long flagellum, and the second one is very short in length, so called short flagellum. But the locomotory modes especially depends on the long flagellum. That is, it means that the locomotory process happened with the help of the long flagellum. So we say that long flagellum is responsible for the locomotion. Flagellum, the structure of flagellum is just like a whip-like structure whose base is broader than its terminal ends. Now we see the flagellar movement. Since flagella, in case of the flagellar movement, flagella is main locomotory organelles, so the locomotion takes place by the flagella. During the flagellar movement, the continuous undulation of the flagella help in the movement of body from one place to another place. Now, euglenoid movement, in case of the flagellar movement, we see that the flagellum perform a series of lateral movement which causes a spiral turning. You seen that a long flagellum is very responsible for the movement of the organism. The continuous movement of flagellum perform a series of spiral turning, and the organism also move in a gyration pattern. Gyration means the pattern in which organism move in a cyclic way. The spiral turning is just like a screw. Due to spiral turning, there is a propulsion arises by which the body of organism move to the forward, and in the whole process we see that the movement takes place in a conical gyration pattern. According to the movement, the flagellar movement takes place in two different phenomena. It consists of flagellar movement consists of the two different steps. The first step is called flagellar movement consists of two special type of stroke. The first one is called effective stroke. The first one is called effective stroke. And the second one is called recovery stroke. Thus we see that the flagellar movement performed with the help of two different stages. The first one is called the effective stroke and the second one is called the recovery stroke. In effective stroke, flagella move to the upward direction and beating continuously, which result in the movement of the organism body to the forward direction. And as the effective stroke arises, you see that flagellum is held out as the effective stroke arises, you see the flagellum is held out rigidity with a straight concavity, concavity in the direction of the stroke. Thus we say that in effective stroke, flagellum held out in this way, a straight pattern, that it form a concavity in the direction of the stroke. And further, a recovery stroke arises when the flagellum is relaxed and strongly curved offer to least resistance. Recovery stage arises after a single effective stroke. In recovery stroke, flagellum is relaxed and strongly curved so as to perform a least resistance. Thus locomotion performed by the organism and the whole body of organism move from one place to another place. The very important, the another euglenoid movement. Now we see the euglenoid movement. We see the euglenoid movement. The euglenoid movement is totally different to that of the flagellar movement. You well know that the flagellar movement consists of two important stages. The first one is called the effective stroke and the second one is called the recovery stroke. These stages are especially performed by the flagella. Now we see a very important another movement which is called the euglenoid movement. Euglenoid movement. Let's say we draw the structure of the organism which is performed during the euglenoid movement. Euglenoid movement is different. Euglenoid movement is different to that of the flagellar movement because in this movement there is no utilization of the flagella. Flagella is not helpful during the euglenoid movement. Euglenoid movement is especially performed by the whole body of the organism. And the body acquire a special type of continuous contraction and relaxation process. You see the diagram which is represented on the blackboard. A continuous relaxation and contraction help to perform the euglenoid movement. This structure represent the sequential performance of the euglenoid movement. The diagram represent diagrammatic representation, diagrammatic representation Euglenoid movement, Euglenoid movement. The different sequential arrangement of the euglena. So the euglenoid movement, it is very special type of movement that is especially present in case of the euglena. You say that euglenoid movement also consists of two different stages. The first one, this is especially performed by the body of the euglena. It is especially takes place with the help of myonems, and also the outer covering pellicle is helpful during the movement. Myonems are special structures. These are thread-like structures present inside the body, and also the body is joined from one point to another point. In the euglenoid movement, a continuous relaxation and contraction arises from the anterior side. From the anterior side, and the wave and the contraction wave passes from anterior to the posterior. As the wave passes, the size of the organism becomes smaller. Thus, as the wave arises from anterior side passes to the posterior side, the organism body becomes shorter. Organism body becomes shorter but wider to the mid zone, and ultimately a relaxation arises by which organism move from one position to another position. This is the special type of movement which is especially present in the euglena. The euglenoid movement is especially, we see that it is a result of peristellatic activity. Peristellatic activity. It arises from the anterior body and passes over the entire body from anterior to the posterior end. So peristellatic activity is especially helpful during the euglenoid movement. As the peristellatic wave arises from the anterior side, it passes to the posterior side, and ultimately the size of the animal size become constricted, and at the middle stages it become broader, and finally when the waves reaches to the posteriorly, it elongated and ultimately move from one place to another place. Thus we see that it is a special type of movement which is especially present in case of the euglena. So euglena exhibit two important locomotory modes. The first one is flagellar, which is specially performed by the flagella, and the second one is euglenoid movement. It is specially represented by the euglena. Thus we see the locomotory motion which is performed by the euglena in the form of flagellar movement and euglenoid movement. You see it is very special in the sense that it is specially represented by the euglena because the body is constricted and relaxed continuously, which result in the movement of organism body from one place to another. And we see different type of organism also perform different locomotory mode, but in this case you see that the whole movement is especially performed by the flagellar movement and euglenoid movement. Euglenoid is especially present So it is a peculiar type of movement which is especially represented by the euglena, and we also see the different animals, especially in case of Paramecium. You see that where locomotory organelles are present in the form of a cilia, which is very minute structure, which is very smaller in size in comparison to the flagella. Thus we see it is special in the sense that it have a two different mode of locomotion, which is performed by the two different type of structures. And today we tell about the different locomotory methods and the different digestive process and other nutrition methods of physiological structures, also detailed in further videos. Like always, you like,